will say one thing about living in a car can be very cramped. The idea of living in a car is, basically you're just sitting in your car or you're driving places or you're laying down. But one thing about when I was living in my car, of course, I had moved to a brand new city. So to me, everything was brand new. And that's what's great about being new in town is exploring, finding new places. And so really it was like being a tourist, uh, doing all the tourist activities. Now, if you're going to be living in your car, in your own neighborhood that you've lived in your whole life and you already know your way around, you're probably not interested in doing any of the tourist activities of your local neighborhood. But I have to say, it's something that definitely filled my time, because I think there's always this question of what do you do all day? As I mentioned, I had a job, so I worked, but there's still like plenty of hours left in the day when you have days off. One of the benefits is, of course, you can travel and go wherever you want. You can camp, see the wilderness. I think that's one of the things that drives people to do van life, because they get to travel all over and explore places. But since I was doing it in a city, that meant I got to see all the places that people, when you think of Seattle, the Space Needle, the Seattle has a waterfront, it has a Ferris wheel. There's lots of other things that Seattle's known for, like the famous gum wall, where people stick their chewing gum on a wall. Yes, that's a thing. It's gross, and it's a thing. There's just a lot of tourist places that even you can go to. They have a zoo that's in the middle of Seattle. There's also a zoo that's down in Tacoma, which is a city that's south of Seattle. But there is a zoo that's in the middle of Seattle. There's lots of other things that are just like the typical tourist things that you do in a big city. And so if you want to check out museums, if you're concerned about spending a lot of money, there's a lot of times there's free museums, or there's museums where they offer a certain day of the month where it's free if you go on that day, like art museums and historical museums, where you can learn a little more about that area. And so that's why I'm just trying to give you ideas what to do if you're considering the van life, RV life, considering living in your car full time. Just something to do, be a tourist in a new area. I don't know if you try being a tourist in your own town that you've always lived in, because you probably have museums that you've maybe went on a field trip when you were a kid in school. But sometimes it's nice to just, kill a few hours and go and check out a place and see what they have to offer.